So I'm really early to my doctor's appointment. So we're gonna go into this Goodwill for about 30-40 minutes. Then I'll head to the doctor's appointment. I've been here twice and haven't had much luck. So we'll see how it goes since I'm here about at opening time. It's 9:11. So we'll see if there's anything good early in the morning. So the music is super loud in here, so I'm going to have to do a voiceover. So I typically don't look at clothes. I go straight back to the hard goods. And it's really not that busy in here. At least not many people looking at clothes. And I look back at the hard goods, and there's a few people. Trying to glance at the pillows and start looking at the hard goods to see what they have. And I like these bottle stoppers. They sell really well for us. And this one's 99 cents. And I should be able to get about $17 for it. So I put it in my cart. And I like to look at the trinket boxes. Trinket boxes do really well for us. But these just weren't what I was looking for. And, oh, this is an adorable little squirrel I looked at. And I couldn't decide. And so ultimately, I put him back. I didn't think he would do very well. Excuse me. And I'm just kind of looking. It's funny, throughout this whole video, I wish you could have heard, there was these ladies, did you find it yet? Do you see it? I don't know what they were looking for, but they were looking for something special. I picked up this little nappy dish, but all the gold and everything was worn on it. And this bulldog, I was actually looking at it from my brother because he had bulldogs and loves them, but it was a little worn. I bumped into the fire extinguisher, almost knocked it off the wall. Now here, I thought these might be lucite candles. They're in a Linux box, so I opened them up just to see what they were, wishing they were lucite candles, and no, they weren't. They were some used, really thin candles. The box underneath, the candles were a little bit better, but I have no use for them. But I did look at them and hoping, again, maybe lucite candles, but no. I'm hoping to find those in the wild someday. So I left them. So I'm still just kind of browsing. Back in the back here is a trinket box with a luster look to it. So I picked it up to see if it was older. And it's more contemporary. So I decided it probably wouldn't sell very well for me. So I left it. And then I see these. They're International Silver Company. And sometimes things like this do really well. But when I look in the box, it's broken. So I decided to put those back. And these probably would do okay. It's supposed to look like milk glass, but the little candle holder doesn't match very well. So I left those behind. But here I really like this planter. And I did get it home, and there is a maker's mark on the bottom, but I can't make it out. Even under a bright light, I cannot make it out. I may keep this for myself, but I'm determined to find out who made it. It is vintage. You can see it's got some wear. Somebody got rid of all their cobalt blue stuff. This was interesting. Somebody made this, some tin platters, and glued that together. And my kitchen has got a lot of fruit in it, and I don't have any grapes, so I decided to pick up those ceramic grapes. They were nicely done. So I'm going to go down the metal and it looks like basket aisle. And I did pick this up. It was only 99 cents, and it's bronze with the little cupids and everything. And I did already list that in my store, hoping to sell it. I think I listed it for about $21. I'm just kind of looking, and I really liked this pineapple. I didn't know what it was, but then I decided it's a lid to something. And I looked over and I thought, oh, maybe these plates are maybe pewter. And I've never seen the maker's mark and written in German. I don't know. Maybe I should have picked these up. What do you think? I don't know. Maybe they're worth something. But I did ultimately leave those behind. I studied them for a little bit. I just couldn't decide if I should pick them up or not. And I just don't know enough about this kind of thing. So I left it behind. I probably should have taken a picture of it, and I wasn't thinking. But I did pick up this trinket dish. I thought it was really pretty. And it was only 99 cents. I was finding a lot of things for 99 cents today. So this trip was going really well. Typically at this Goodwill, I don't find a whole lot. I've walked out of this Goodwill empty-handed. Both times I think that I was there, I walked out empty-handed. So far I've been able to find quite a bit. And here I got into somebody's way, moved over. This is a napkin holder. It's cute, but I didn't think it would do well. The napkin holders that do well in my store are usually figural in some way, shape, or form, and it was a little plain for my liking. And then I picked up this other candelabra wall mount, and it was pretty, but it was bulky, and those typically don't move fast through my store, so I left it behind too. We're finding that smalls are selling really well through our store lately, so I've been looking at smalls. These are souvenir type trinket dishes. I thought this was pretty, but it was cheaply made and would have been better if it was a real agate slice. These were all little metal dishes, highly reproduced, with the Greek key design on them. And looking at the wood stuff, and I thought this was pretty. I like these old wood pieces with pictures and stuff on them, but this was a souvenir piece as well from Niagara Falls. And oh my gosh, then I found these and I was like, yes, please. They're owls made out of foam. So these were 99 cents, and I put them in my cart. And then I looked up and I see this wooden Cat's Meow house from 1990, and they're highly collectible, and it was 99 cents, so I put it in my cart. I've never found one of those in the wild. And I turned the corner, and I did look at the end cap and found this bowl with transfer strawberries on it, and since it was transferware, I just really didn't care for it and put it back. Some transferware I will pick up. I like it if it's held up. There's this cookie jar. It's really cute, little piggy, but it has a lot of chips on it, so I left it behind. And here's a Starbucks mug. It's not really old, and I don't usually pick up Starbucks mugs unless they're the ones that are trending, like You Are Here mugs right now are trending. Looked at these little plates, and they were cute, but not something, there was no matches or anything, and so I tend to stay away from that. Started looking at some dishes, and I like to look at stuff that I think I can pick up for replacement dishes that are, dishes that people are looking for that were vintage, that they might have broken, and they need a replacement piece, because those I can sell for a higher dollar amount. And I also like to pick up older pieces that are like teapots, vases, and things like that. But anyway, always forget to look down. I'm so tall, so I gotta remember to look down. And here I found this, and it reminded me of my friend Judy and are also my trip to Louisiana. But I picked it up because sometimes people will pick up odd souvenir pieces. So I picked that up and put it in my cart. It was 99 cents. And I really like this piece. It's from Canada. It looks older, but I just can't decide if I want it or not. And I picked up this because I've never seen that pattern before. And to learn, it's 99 cents. I know I probably won't get much for it, but I'm going to put it in my cart so I can learn that pattern, look it up, and might sell it. I picked up this little fish wall piece because you can use it as a trinket dish. It's really neat, and it is signed by the artist, and it was 99 cents too. I couldn't believe it. So I'm looking. Some neat pieces. I picked this up, and oh my gosh, I was like, oh, this is unusual. Maybe it's like a really neat piece from France. What is it? I can't figure it out. But, it's like 79 cents, so I pick it up. Well, I get it home, and I find out it's a fancy yogurt dish thing that you get, I guess, at the supermarket. But they do sell, but they sell in lots, and they don't sell for very much. So, anyway, pay to learn. This is flash, and you can tell when you hold it up, see that the paint is coming off. And the reason is a lot of people do red flash is because red has to be made with gold, actual gold in it. So a lot of red is flash done, and I don't pick it up because it peels off. So this is restaurant wear, and the green line is real popular. You see it a lot, so I put it back. And I liked this because of the flower, and it's a Japan piece, but I thought maybe the paint was just coming off, but it's actual chips, so I put it back. I love this cherry piece, but of course it was chip too, and it's from Japan, so back it went. And man, the music was so loud here. So I picked up these dishes in the back, and it's got a really neat pattern. I could tell it was older. I did look it up, and they sell for about $24 for 4 pieces. And these were 99 cents a piece. And I couldn't decide if it was worth the money to pick them up. They had those little salad dishes. They had some saucers, which I'll show you, and they only had one dinner dish, which, it's fine if I'm just picking them up for replacement pieces. But ultimately, I did put them back because we have a lot of dishes that I haven't even listed, and I just decided I didn't have the time, and I just didn't think it was worth my money. And these type of things are slow movers. So I'd rather spend my money on something else that's going to move fast through my store. So I did leave them. And then I saw these ashtrays, and Joe likes to pick up ashtrays. And these particular ones are cigar ashtrays. So they wanted $1, I think it was $1.99. And when I looked them up, they only sell for like $7.99. So I put them back. It was just, not that best. Not that best. It wasn't a good return on my investment. So they went back. And Joe, if you're watching this, I'm sorry, but it just wasn't worth buying. Now, I found some more bottle stoppers, and like I said, they do really well. So I will separate those out and try to sell them for $12 a piece. And they were $2.99, so that makes them $1.50 a piece. So I felt like that would be a good return on my investment. Here's some more transferware, really cute, but I didn't feel like I should pick it up. Now these, I was really intrigued with these little dishes, whether they were for display or if you wanted to put them out, like say in your bathroom for somebody to take their rings off. But they were super cute, and I couldn't decide if I wanted them or not. And I looked at them. You'll see I looked at them a few times, and I think they're 79 cents a piece. And I maybe I should have looked them up. I don't know. But, I mean, they're super cute. I did put them back, and eventually I just decided, no, I'm leaving them. So I'm going to head down oh, wait, I can't. Oh, I went back. I went back for these little trinket dishes. They're clear. I believe they're shells or whatever. And I did look at them. They're in the box. They are new, but I decided, yeah, no, they're just not going to move. They are smalls, but they're clear and just not worth it. So I decided to go down the toy aisle to see if I could find anything, vintage toys or new toys and packages that might be worth money for me to flip. And that backpack was broken, and I was kind of looking. It's kind of, crowded. There's 2 other people. The aisles aren't very wide. I pick up this octopus because I noticed it was new in the package, but it's like a lawn sprinkler and it's not worth anything. It's just a cheap lawn sprinkler. So I really didn't find anything on this aisle, mostly frames. And I see this lampshade. It's kind of intriguing, little design on there. But I just didn't think many people would be looking for something like that. And I did scan the lamps and really didn't see anything that I thought would be worth going and looking. But I did decide to go down the trinket aisle, that aisle I was just on, just to make sure I didn't miss anything, because it's so easy to miss smalls and stuff like that. So I wanted to go and look one more time and make sure I looked on the bottom shelves really well. And so anyway, I didn't see these. These look like cross stitch on the plates. So those had like a cross stitch pattern on the plates. They're cute, but I just don't think there would be that many people interested in it, and they would just sit for a while, but they're cute. And I didn't see these when I went by, and they kind of have that faux blue design. And I thought, oh, those are cute for the wall. But they are more modern, and they wanted, like, I think 99 cents a piece, and I just wasn't feeling it, so I put them back. So here I keep going. I don't know what that thing is on the bottom. Maybe it holds candles or something, but I wasn't very interested in it. There's that cherry bowl again. I think it's so cute. I wish it didn't have any chips on it. It may have found a home in my kitchen. So, and I looked at this again, and oh my gosh, you guys, I can't believe that just happened. It just jumped right out of there. I was so embarrassed. I've never broken anything. So I picked it up. I put it in my cart. And see, I'm obsessed with these things. Anyway, I put it in my cart. I offered to pay for it. And they were like, no, it happens all the time. Don't worry about it. But I did offer to pay for it. I just felt horrible because it was older and I wanted it. And freaking top of it broke. I was so embarrassed. And it was like loud too. I mean, I barely touched it. You saw me pick it up earlier. I tipped it over and everything and nothing happened. Then I barely touched it, popped out and broke. Anyway, I'm going to go look at the seasonal stuff, the Christmas stuff. That was a cute mug, but it had a chip in it. And I typically try to stay away from coffee mugs. And I have bought some. I bought one that was a designer mug and it sold for like $50, but typically I stay away from mugs. I do look at them though. And I'm looking, and most of this Christmas stuff, it's not vintage. It just really doesn't interest me because I didn't find anything too terribly exciting. So I'm looking around and I spot these trinket boxes, but they're nothing special, made in China. And I decide that I'm going to head over to the artwork, and I see these chairs and they're so pretty. I wish I had a place for them in my home because I just don't ship them. I head over to the artwork because I see these movie reel, metal movie reels hanging up, and I want to check out the price on those. And I scan the artwork. I don't really see anything, and I don't want to flip through it. I always end up dumping it, but these are $9.99, and I decide to leave them there. Hey guys, so I spent $21.80 at Goodwill.